Did you know that dinosaurs left footprints millions of years ago? And scientists can still read them like a story today? In this video, we're going to press toy dinosaurs into clay to make our own tracks. Then we'll learn what real footprints tell us about how dinosaurs walked, ran, and lived. By the end, you'll be able to look at a dinosaur footprint and figure out what kind of dinosaur made it, just like a real paleontologist. Today, we're solving a prehistoric mystery. How do scientists use footprints to discover secrets about dinosaurs that disappeared 65 million years ago? And stick around because at the end, I'm going to tell you about a place where you can actually walk alongside real dinosaur footprints.
Welcome to Goalie's Pip Academy.
So what is Track That Dino, making footprints in clay? It's a hands-on experiment where we become track detectives, pressing toy dinosaurs into clay and reading the clues left behind, just like real paleontologists do when they study ancient footprints. Think of it like being a detective, except instead of fingerprints, you're looking at toe prints. First, let's understand what makes dinosaur footprints so special. When a paleontologist, that's a scientist who studies ancient life, finds a dinosaur footprint, they're looking at a snapshot frozen in time. The size of the print tells them how big the dinosaur was. A footprint as long as your whole body? That's probably from a massive sauropod like Brontosaurus. A smaller print, maybe the size of a dinner plate? Could be a young dinosaur or a smaller species. But it's not just about size. The shape matters too. Count the number of toes. Look at the depth of each toe mark. See any claw marks? A three-toed print with sharp claw marks? You're probably looking at a theropod, a meat-eating dinosaur that walked on two legs, like Velociraptor or T-Rex. But if you see a wide, round print with stubby toes and no claws, that's more likely a plant eater that could walk on 2 or 4 legs. And scientists can even figure out how fast a dinosaur was moving. If the footprints are close together, the dinosaur was walking slowly. But if the prints are far apart with deep toe marks, that dino was running. Okay, pop quiz time. What can dinosaur footprints tell scientists about dinosaurs? Is it A, what color the dinosaur was? B, what the dinosaur liked to eat? C, how fast the dinosaur was moving? Or D, what sounds the dinosaur made? The answer is C, how fast the dinosaur was moving.
Hey, you're watching Goalie's Pip Academy, where we teach about science, geography, history, everything about the whole world. If you want to watch these classes with no ads, no distractions, go to getgoalie.com.
Scientists measure the distance between footprints to calculate speed. Some dinosaurs could run up to 25 miles per hour. Now let's get our hands dirty with our own experiment. Grab some modeling clay or Play-Doh and flatten it out into a smooth surface, like a prehistoric mud puddle. Now, find 3 different toy dinosaurs. You'll want a theropod like a T-Rex, one that stands on 2 legs. Then grab a sauropod like a Brachiosaurus, those long-necked giants that walked on 4 legs. And finally, a plant eater like a hadrosaur. Press each dinosaur foot gently but firmly into the clay. Lift it up carefully, and boom! You've just made a track. Now look closely at the differences. The theropod track should show 3 distinct toes with pointed ends, almost like a bird's foot. And that's no coincidence, because birds are actually descended from theropod dinosaurs. The sauropod track will look completely different, round, wide, and showing 5 stubby toes. It's like comparing an elephant's foot to a chicken's foot.
Try pressing the same dinosaur at different angles or depths. Press down hard, then lift quickly. That simulates running. Press gently. That's walking. You're creating evidence, just like dinosaurs did millions of years ago. Now you might be wondering, how did these footprints survive for millions of years? Picture this. A dinosaur is walking along a muddy riverbank on a hot day. Its feet sink into the soft mud, leaving perfect impressions. Then, the sun comes out and bakes that mud. hardening it. But the magic isn't over yet. More sediment, that's dirt, sand, and tiny particles, slowly covers the footprints. Over thousands of years, more layers pile on top. The weight presses down, and minerals seep in, turning it into solid rock. This process is called fossilization, and it takes millions of years. Here's a wow fact. Dinosaur footprints are actually more common than dinosaur bones. When a dinosaur died, its bones might get eaten or broken down. But one dinosaur could leave thousands of footprints during its lifetime. And here's something even cooler. Scientists have found trackways, which are long sequences of footprints from the same dinosaur. One trackway in Texas shows a meat-eating dinosaur following a plant eater, step by step. It's like watching a prehistoric chase scene frozen in stone. Some trackways show dozens of dinosaurs traveling together, proving that many dinosaurs were social animals that lived in groups. Round 2, true or false? A theropod dinosaur, like T-Rex, walked on 2 legs and had 3 toes with claws. Is it A, true, or B, false? The answer is true. Theropods were bipedal, that means 2-legged, and their 3-toed clawed feet are one of their signature features. When you see bird footprints in mud today, you're seeing the same basic pattern. So why does all this matter? Well, dinosaur bones tell us what dinosaurs looked like, but footprints tell us how they lived. They reveal behavior and movement. Did they travel alone or in packs? Were they fast or slow? Scientists use this information to understand entire ecosystems from millions of years ago. We're still discovering new trackways all the time. Maybe you will be the paleontologist who finds a trackway that changes everything we know. This science also helps us understand fossilization itself. How do footprints survive when they're so delicate? Understanding this helps us find more fossils and protect the ones we have. Every footprint is a miracle of geology and time. Final round, the boss level question. How did dinosaur footprints turn into fossils that we can see today? Is it A, dinosaurs painted their footprints on rocks? B, mud dried and hardened over millions of years? C, scientists made them in museums? Or D, rain washed the footprints into stone? The answer is B, mud dried and hardened over millions of years. The mud became rock through pressure, time, and minerals. Did you get that? Awesome! So, let's recap your new superpowers. First, you learned that dinosaur footprints reveal the size, shape, speed, and behavior of dinosaurs. Second, you made your own dinosaur tracks in clay and discovered how theropod, sauropod, and plant-eater prints are totally different. And third, you now know that fossilization happens when mud hardens and gets buried under layers of sediment for millions of years.
Next time you walk on a beach or through mud, look at your own footprints. Are they deep or shallow? Close together or far apart? What story would they tell? And here's that mind-blowing fact I promised. In Dinosaur Valley State Park in Texas, you can actually walk alongside real dinosaur footprints from 113 million years ago. Some are so clear, you can see individual toe marks. You've just leveled up your paleontology skills here at Pip Academy. Go make some tracks, be curious, and remember, every footprint tells a story. See you in the next adventure.
My mind is blown. Where can I learn more about these videos? Oh yeah, getgoalie.com. There's no ads, there's no junk, just cool stuff for kids and a dedicated tablet. Check it out, getgoalie.com.